Hey there, sweetness, how goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Quick name of the game. If there's anything that's connective to this collective that's beautiful, I invite you to take that shit with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's all right. Just leave it right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for someone else in the collective. You should never take something off the table, or in general, that does not belong to you. Keep in mind that time may be fluid as well as energy, and let's get into it, shall we? Yes, yes, we shall. Spirit of love, truth, grace, and guidance. Spirit of Halloween. Please guide myself, guide these messages, guide this collective, guide us always, in all ways. Thank you. Welcome home, homies. Please do the tribe a favor. Make sure you get those likes up on your way in and out of the video. Also, please make sure that you are subscribed. Both are free to do, but they help the tribe immensely. And thank you to those that do. We're going to do a little bit of sound clearing. All right, watch your ears. A lot about threes. Threes collective. Positivity in the number 3. We're going to open up with an oracle. All right. Oh. I was just pulled to the Moonology deck, so we're actually going to begin there. My thoughts initially were to the nature oracle. So there may be something in that, the nature of phases and the nature of cycles. And cycles of nature. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. We'd like a treat, please. Thank you. I think saying please got us a few. Bottom of the deck, bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. I have some background sounds playing, and there was a comment on there I happened to notice as I was getting ready for the live. It said my comment will probably get lost, but just in case for any coming across this, know that everything is going to be all right. Know that you're going to be okay. That was actually the second time that I've heard that today. In another manner. Awesome. Welcome home, homie. Thank you for being here. And happy Halloween. No matter what situation you face at this time, bring love into it. All you need is love. Boom, 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 boom. All you need is love. Nothing is yet set in stone. The mutable moon. Honestly, that wanted to come in the reverse, almost as if something very divine is set in stone, some sort of change in the flow of things. Collective. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Thank you. I'm not actually sure. I like to think that I could be, fancy pants with the emojis, and I can never figure them out. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Adjustments are required, especially if you're letting your past hold you back from the prosperity that lies ahead. Maybe even by telling yourself that something is or isn't set in stone. We'll get into the book a little bit. I always love to do it because the creators of these things know more about these cards than I do. Except for, what my intuition tells me. New moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is all about progress and modernity. So this is the time to move forwards. Why? Because prosperity lies ahead. This is a time to move forwards. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Change is on its way, and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends both on whether you believe you can have it and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. This card comes with a suggestion that you may need to do things independently, on your own, but be loving, not too pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly there is a sense that you need to let go of the past. Certainly there is a sense that you need to let go of the past. And move towards your future as soon as possible. Attune to the moon. Explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. Additional meanings. You need to be more detached from this situation, whatever this situation is. Thinking outside the box will bring the solution. That leads me to don't overthink it, because it might be overkill. More pragmatism is called for. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. Well, not even going to say mind blown, but as soon as I decided we were coming on to do this live, I immediately got a download. I could sort of hear, in my mind's eye, mind's ear, hear this, I don't want to say that it was an argument between someone and their own selves, but it was like someone thinking, I have done just so much awful shit. Like, I, have committed just such awfulness. How can I be forgiven for that? And how could I not be afraid of what's, gonna come back around and bite me in the ass for it? Well, What good can you do? What good can you bring of you? Aquarius is the sign of invention, modern advances, technology, and humanity. Its energy is a little brittle. Its individual, I'm seeing toadstools, like mushrooms. Little, little, oh. I don't know why I need to show this, but like little itty bitty little mushrooms. Okay. Sorry. Not sorry. Somebody, that's some signifier for something. Scientific even and relatively emotionally detached. Many people think Aquarius is a water sign because the Aquarius symbol is the water bearer, but it's actually an air sign and is far more about intellect than the emotional water signs. As is this card, no matter when you draw it, dropping convention works well with this energy. Being unconventional works well with this energy. Unconventionally, letting go of the past, letting the future in. Unconventional adjustments makes me think chakras, alignment. Maybe that has something to do with the prosperity that lies ahead. The new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. I've never heard that. I like that. This card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. The card suggests you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the laws of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy. So now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of sexier times. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign not to give up just yet. Get or give a massage. Healthy body, healthy mind. You'll soon be able to afford the thing you're dreaming of. I just saw a car. Getting clear on what you value most will help you find peace. Take some time out to pamper yourself. Start a standing order to a savings account, no matter how small. We often feel that it's somehow wrong to focus on our finances, but the truth is that money can make life far more comfortable from a physical point of view. Taurus knows this, and the new moon in Taurus is the time to work your magic, to create the money you want, so you can have the creature comforts you want. Remember, though, that someone else is still wishing for what you already have. Don't take your future for granted by holding too hard onto your past. But also don't be too hasty to run away from your present. And the last card we're going to take from this deck is communication is key. Communicate with the divine. Communicate with yourself. Communicate with your community. here it says meditate and contemplate on where maybe better communication skills may be required. Thank you. All right, now we will get into the Nature Oracle. Messages for the collective, messages for the homies. Trick or treat. Hope. Card 38. Rainbows represent hope and new beginnings. They are spiritual signs to take a leap of faith. Signs from spirit, signs from loved ones. And they can come to you at the utmost important of moments. Let's do a little bit of shanty numbers. Card 38. Gotta get my book and drop stuff. We're jumping into this one. I don't know if you guys can see the family tree on here. It's been a while since we've used numbers from this particular book, so I'm really excited about this. Like I said, 38. Spiritual. Transformations. Spiritual transformations. Most specifically when it comes to the health of your pride. That could be taken in many ways. Or in none. I'm gonna grab a sip of coffee really quick and we're gonna get some more out of this deck, I do believe. Messages for the collective, messages for the homies. Trick or treat, trick or treat. Trick or treat. You don't have to smell our feet, but you could give us something good to eat. Something good to chew on. Please and thank you. I'm getting something about being very careful not to cause ripple effects when it comes to false hope. But also understanding that having hope can be its own ripple effect to others finding hope too. Messages for the collective, messages for the homies. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. This deck has never heard those words. Trick or treat, please. Ooh, nature. Get outside and go for a walk. Time to refresh, reset, and recharge in nature. Fresh air helps clear the mind and has a way of lifting the mood. Card 9. The Death card, card 16. One chapter ends and another begins. Honor the lessons learned. Make peace with unresolved circumstances and move forward with a clear heart. So much about moving forward. I have seen so many trick-or-treaters around my community tonight that it was really inspiring to just see so many kids out having fun with their families and so many families out having fun with their kids. Beautiful. It was great to see such hope after such a to say tragic week for my state would be putting it lightly. It's quite public knowledge, and I've spoken about it on a surface level, but I live in Maine, and Maine just had the largest mass shooting in U.S. this year. And so much was canceled for the kids and families, and thankfully, after some time, the supposed gunman was found and unalive. Anyway, many members of the community still came together and put on a beautiful show for the kids. Lots of lights in the yard, and candies galore, and smiles through the pain, because we truly are Maine strong. Healing. And again, this, that just kind of connects to these cards a little bit too, from my aspect. I'm a part of this collective. My city literally just put up one of the rainbow hopeful signs. Yes, that is very, very close to home. My sister was within a couple of streets. My cousin was, again, within a couple of streets. I'm within, a stone's throw distance. And it was a shocking time it's still a very shocking time, a lot of people affected, and again, all the communities of the state, all the cities, all the towns, much hope has been taken. And it's not just my state. I'm speaking on it right now because it's very close to home for me right now, to the point that I can see beyond the veil. It's always close to home. I understand that, because it's always, excuse me, I have to readjust my legs, always happening around me on planet Earth, which is my home. But anyway, remaining hopeful. I was saying my city had just put up a few months back one of those light up rainbow signs. It says hopeful, and it's big enough that you can see it from almost anywhere in town. Yeah. It would seem like a world away from me, but I grew up walking these streets. I never would have imagined these things. You never know what life can bring, and enjoy the good moments that you're given. Remain hopeful that more will come. I'm hearing, if you're working for good, all things, the divine, the spirit will help all things work together for good in time. Remain hopeful through pain, through adversity, through all the things that seek to drain out the hope. Remain hopeful and look for the rainbows. And again, it makes me, I love to talk about the chakras and being in full alignment and understanding what that is. And I'm not even sure that I understand what that is. I'm still, working my journey out, but it comes with feeling it and healing it. Nature has a way of soothing the mind and body. Spend time in green, healing surroundings. Connect with earthly elementals to assist with mending. That was card 28. Transformation. Ooh, you guys had gotten spiritual transformation from the book. Card 10. It's time for change. You have outgrown your current situation. Stagnation cannot survive. Take action towards your transformation, for better things are on the way. There's a really cute frog here, and that makes me think like the frog in the toadstool. Maybe that's why I was seeing the toadstool in my mind's eye. We knew that The frog was coming here. Cognizant, card 30. Take note of your surroundings. Recognize any lurking danger. Stretch your senses in all directions to maintain safety. Keep your guard up. As this card comes out, as I just finished that conversation about, what has happened recently around me, yes, keep your guard up. At the same time, don't be so fearful that it's unhelpful, okay, and unhealthy. Be aware. Maintain your safety, of course. Maintain your direction. Maintain your senses. Stretch your senses. Stretch your bodies. But remain cognizant. Also, it's making me think there are multiple ways that someone has like claircognizance and clairaudience and things like that, or someone's beginning to understand that they're claircognizant and what that may mean. Communication, card 17. It's time to speak your truth. Feel that I just started seeing hot dogs, like hot dogs fried in peanut oil with onions all over them. Oh man. It's time to speak your truth. Feel the blue colors stimulate your throat chakra to find the right words. There are messages that need to be communicated. What am I seeing? What is it? Randy Travis? Randy Travis? Somebody likes to listen to Randy Travis, or someone needs to like to listen to Randy Travis. Which one? Is he? I'm pretty sure he's the. Is it? What am I hearing? There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Yeah, I'm not sure. But something about Randy Travis, some kind of spiritual communication download for someone there. We're going to run through numbers. We had quite a few. We had already looked at 38. Then we have 9, 16, 28, 10, 30, and 17. Let me prepare my whistle for this. Starting with 9. That made me think of the movie 9. I think that might have been a Tim Burton movie. But it was about, we had just seen things about the inventors and scientists and whatnot in that Aquarian kind of energy in the Moonology deck. This is why this is coming up. The movie 9, it's a little cartoon movie, obviously Tim Burton cartoon little thing. I'm pretty sure it's Tim Burton anyway, but it's like that style. That's why I'm thinking it is. And it is this inventor, this really smart scientist, knows so many things, amazing things, and like helps to build these robots or something for the army. And the robots take over, kind of like the whole a yada yada crap that's happening or whatever. But it's something about that inventor figured out how to take his soul and break it into different little pieces. And these little pieces lived on in these little dolls. And these dolls had their own numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. And number 9 came along, and that's where the movie begins. Something about that kind of, it was like one of the pieces of his soul had the hope. One of them had the ability to heal. One of them had the ability to do all these different things. One of them knew this kind of things, you know what I mean? And when brought together as a whole, they're what it took to fix things. Something important in that. All right, 9 speaks of completion. Excuse me. Something about feeling restrained, but coming to a realization that it's more being fortified than being restrained. Something about hard work paying off. Then we have 16. Fresh thoughts. Fresh thoughts. And that's on the death card. Fresh thoughts. Put old thoughts, old thought patterns, cyclical thought patterns that do not serve you, your highest, greatest good. Put them to rest. So fresh ones can breathe. 28. Gateway. This book's a little bit all over the place. Community. Gateway, community. I really like that for this card because look between these rocks. It's almost like you just walk through those little rocks and it's a gateway to a very healing community. That middle road, that centered path. 10. Trinity. And I had just said there's a lot about threes, the Trinity. Let's just see if I have zeros in here. Pretty sure I do somewhere. Living. I forgot what the first word we had was. Trinity living. Trinity living. Wow. Trinity living. 3 living. That is the opposite of the whole 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway where 3 died. Well, their spirits may go on living, you know, but it's almost like someone has transformed so hard that it literally changed their life from dying into this healing transformation of life. Somehow, some way. Transformation. Not remaining stagnant. Coming out of survival mode and into thriving mode. Allowing things, better things, to be on their way and knowing that they are. And be working towards them doing so to the best of your ability. Cognizant, card 30. God, ordered. Someone's claircognizance is God ordered, and they need to know that, and do not be afraid of themselves. Your claircognizance and potentially a trinity of clairs abilities, supernatural and 3D, it's God ordered, spirit ordered, divine ordered, goddess ordered, Gaia ordered, whoever it is that makes your orders, whoever it is that you answer to, that you ask to, pray to, speak to, cry to, love to, pray to. They've ordered your cognizance, your claircognizance, and they've ordered the communication that you're allowed. Don't doubt yourself. Don't be afraid. I also just got, don't take things too far. Use discernment and humility and love. And behold nature wherever possible. 17. Stream. Getting stream of serenity, stream of safety, stream of security, and stream of strength. And these are very, very key focuses. All right. With this healing that is taking place, has taken place, needs to be taking place, I feel like some witch's brew is in order. We're going to get into the kitchen witch. Messages for the collective. Messages for the homies. Trick or treat. You don't have to smell our feet, but please, please give us something good to eat. Give this collective something that they need. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies. Trick or treat. This is such a beautiful deck, but it's so big. Thank you. It just wanted a compliment. Cloves. Gossip. Man, I just got such a karmic-y little vibe, you know. I'm not even gonna repeat myself because I don't even want that business. We're gonna go ahead and get into the book. That's what it looks like. All right. Idle chit-chat, dish the dirt, untrue rumors spread and hurt. Burn me in order to prevent gossip, slander, and detriment. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. Whispers behind your back, or a hushed silence when you enter a room, indicates that you are the topic of conversation. While there is no harm in having a good old chinwag with friends, bad-mouthing someone's private business should be avoided. You're no stranger to juicy gossip yourself. He said this and she said that. It's just tittle-tattle.
My antibacterial properties are powerful enough to wash any gossip monger's mouth out. Be watchful of who you share intimate details with and play your cards close to your chest at this time. It's vital to keep your reputation in high regard. Sorry. And so I will assist in purifying and raising your vibration and protect you from any smear campaigns. Burn me with a red candle to put a stop to any gossip that is affecting you now or to prevent and protect you from slander in the future. You can Google different natural mouthwashes to make, or look up natural mouthwashes to make with clove for toothaches, mouthwash, and pain relief. The ancient Chinese used cloves to sweeten their breath before an audience with the emperor. Ooh, someone may have an audience with an emperor soon. Make sure you have fresh breath. The clove was one of the first spices to be traded from the Maluku Islands. A native tradition from these islands was to plant a clove tree for every newborn child so that the life of the child was linked with that of the tree. This card does not have a number on it, but the book does. Page 39, we're going to get some numbers on that. And drop some more things. Something about a broken city. Something about skill and divine accessibility. The skill you have is divinely accessible. Or skills. I like it. I suppose we should get some tarot. Gorgeous, gorgeous deck. Messages for the collective, please trick or treat. Six of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Princess of Cups. Let's find out what we need to know. The success of the philanthropist. There is a careful balance of men, a careful balance in the world of men that must be held by those who know how. It is not a balance of equality, for no man is created equally, nor does he live equally, but rather a balance of giving where it is needed, receiving when it is given, and allowing one's resources and skills to flow where they are most needed. Money is created through exchange and is a means to an end. It is exchanged for means to endeavors and adventures. I hear you are a seeker of such ventures, and that you wish to seek aid for your future plans. Do not be ashamed in the asking. Such great things are rarely funded by one person alone. It is my privilege to offer you through my philanthropy a means to an end. Ask and you shall receive. There's an incoming flow of resources, exchange of skill, time or energy for resources, asking for aid and receiving it. Humanitarian causes, compassion acted upon through aid, charity work, ask and you shall receive, rewards, philanthropy, using resources to benefit others, harmony in daily life. This coming with the Princess of Cups, just intuitionally, I want to say it's like divine feminine in training, an empress in training, learning how to ebb and flow. But we're also going to read the Princess of Cups. The muse within the dream. Ooh, ooh. The muse within the dream. Try not to have too much of a glare. Do you know the tingling sensation of something trying to find its way into your subconscious? Have you stood before a blank canvas with brush in hand, or sat with ink and paper, knowing that you have a well of creativity and beauty inside you waiting to be expressed, yet not knowing how to form it? I am that which you seek. I am the muse every artist and poet, every dancer and writer, every lover and musician awaits. I am the inspiration and the goal. I bring you vision and the nascent, Nascent, nascent thrill of love, the intuitive state in which you might crystallize beauty, fantasy, and imagination. Which you might crystallize beauty, fantasy, and imagination. I had a thought, maybe a download earlier about crystals, and I was thinking about the way that bacteria cannot form on them quite like they can on other things. And just, I was thinking about vibrations of the crystals. Crystallized beauty, fantasy, and imagination that knows no bounds and forms, the kingdom and throne of your creative yearning. But seek me not in act of your own soul and heart, dreams and waking dreams and the countless dreams of your nighttime mind. This is the muse. This is creative inspiration, artistry, and creative ventures, the awakening of a creative impulse, the beginnings of love. Love, love, love. I keep hearing that Beatles song, guys, all the time. I sent it my love earlier. The awakening of creative impulse, the beginnings of love, imagination, and a dreamlike state, a daydreamer or artist. And the Across the Universe version of that song, All You Need Is Love, they're absolutely daydreamers and artists all through it. Not that the Beatles aren't themselves. Whole nother conversation there. This also speaks of someone at the beginning of a career in the arts and awakening the intuition. Ask and ye shall receive. Awaken your intuition. Until we speak again, my dears. Mwah.